the free SHS was implemented, then people began to ask, hey, where is he going to get the infrastructure to accommodate these huge numbers of people who are going to come on board? So the first day I heard from a cabinet minister that we went to cabinet and we have decided that we are going to introduce this yellow, green, the various shifts system with the various colors. And we were wondering how we're going to implement that. But you see, that was a smart one. That was a very smart move because you have this size of room. And anytime students close around 2 o'clock, the place is empty. Why can't you utilize it for another batch? And then to make the the student-teacher contact hours same as what was existing in the mainstream 8 to 1 o'clock. That was a smart move. When that was accomplished, through the Ministry of Education, we were able to absorb as many. There were a lot of people in this country who wanted to go to high school, but they didn't have the wherewithal. So that one was very smart, and we must boldly, we must be boldly congratulate the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, in spite of what John Mahama is saying, he started it or what.
Why not? He's given evidence that he began this.
Oh, I also have evidence of he and his people, his general secretary, speaking, making demonstrations, going to the extent of even the Supreme Court to stop the free SHS from being implemented. So I also have that.
I see.
Yes.
So are we admitting that this began with the John Mahama administration?
I will not admit that.
No.
I will not. I will not, because the moment Nana Akufo-Addo went on hustings and was trumpeting, if you give me the opportunity, I will bring a free SHS. They started objecting to it.
So why did then candidate Akufo-Addo then Lord John Dramani Mahama for the free senior high school he has started? You haven't seen that story, have you?
I haven't seen it. But you two, have you seen the Mahama story?
I have seen the story.
You have seen the Mahama story. You have seen the Fifi Kwete story.
No, hang on. He spoke about it again during his encounter.
Don't let us debate this, because there's nobody on the street of this country who will tell you it's John Mahama.
But he did start the
progressively
free senior high school.
Go on the streets and ask.
No, Chairman, hang on. He started the progressively free senior high school.
I'm not aware.
Which included the e-blocks, which included the day students having free school. But of course, he was kicked out of government.
I'm saying, if you go to the nook and cranny of this country and ask anybody who brought free SHS, you'll be let down. Please, no, don't go and be let down. You'll be let down, because everybody knows it's the baby of Nana Addo Dankwa.
But why can't we acknowledge, if your candidates then acknowledge Mahama's
So go to the streets and ask them. Go onto the streets and ask them.
But won't it be honest politics if we acknowledge
this is not politician matter. It's those who have benefited, those who are in their homes and in the streets. I'm saying, go and ask them. It's as simple as that.
The NDC will think otherwise, because the truth also is that we have seen evidence of the fact that the progressively free senior high school had begun under the Mahama administration just before they were kicked out.
So why was he then kicking against Nana Akufo-Addo?
That's perhaps a question they'd have to answer.
Okay.
But let's talk about quality. There have been concerns raised about the quality, in that there has been an over-concentration on quantity.
I think if you say that, I'll disagree, because the results that have been coming out from WAEC, and Ghanaian students have won, is it the first position or so at their annual awards in Banjul, Gambia, WAEC. One from St. James Seminary in Sunyani. I know that he has won the overall best student. The other one, I think, was from, was it Fanspin and Wesley Girls.
Right.
Yes.
So, I mean, so in terms of quality, I wasn't
So what are you
I wasn't referring to the results. I was referring to the quality of life the children have, particularly those in the boarding schools. It would appear to have declined, and some of the head teachers have had reason to complain about this.
You see, in life, and I think I've said this over and over again, we keep improving in life. There's nothing like you have reached the apogee, so you must remain there. What is important is that we want to change the life of young men and women by giving them access to free education. Otherwise, nobody knows where they'll be. There's a story of a young man from Eastern region, the constituencies, whose mother was on the TV,
Right.
crying. And then when he was absorbed into the free SHS, he made 8 A's, and he was walking, I think, a distance of about 8 miles a day to school. But when he was given the opportunity because of free SHS, he was able to make 8 A's, and is now doing superior, much better. So, and there are a lot of them like that. I met a young woman in Kumasi, even recently, at this. He said, hey, Chairman, my daughter has been able to access free education. She's now a nurse. You want me to retreat? As for me, my child gets to be a nurse. I'm not proud of it. So you go down there and ask people how the free education has helped them.